Hello, everybody. How are you? Let me just do a couple of things. Let's see. Let's see. How is everyone? I got my cards out and I've got some time before I take my nap because I've got some work I want to do tonight, but I thought I'd fit in a quick tarot reading. Hey, Grateful Life. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. Hello, Sarah. I got my cards. It's time to say words, see what they say about Foodie. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Britt. Hey. I'm in good spirits today. This is a good day to do a tarot reading. Hello, Janine. Angel of Glass. Brooke. Carolina. Lynn Smith. Welcome, everyone. Blondie. I normally do my tarot readings at night, but I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood. So it's a good day to do a reading on Foodie. Hannibal. Hey, Hannibal. Hannibal, I promise, no butt worms here. None. I know we're not doing butt worms. This is the butt worm free zone, sir. I promise. Yeah, no chance of catching butt worms in my room. Hey, Brandy. We don't do butt worms in Rose Thorne's room. No pinworms, no tapeworms, no butt worms, no worms of any kind. No. We don't do that. Oh, yeah, that's my kitty. Booger. Hi, Booger. No hookworms, no worms of any kind. No. Yeah, Booger is feeling very peaceful. She just got her brushing. She enjoys being brushed. She gets feisty, and whenever I give her brushing, she calms down because that's her little mommy time. So, like, she's feeling rather peaceful right now. Hey, Booger. Hey, Booger Kitty. Yeah, go ahead and you can hit the like button if you like. I mean, that's nice. How is everybody? Y'all ready for a reading on Miss Foodie? She's in Kuwait. She got to Kuwait, and she's in that tiny apartment, locked in, which I think is weird. And yeah, she's happy according to her. I'm so excited for this. So am I. I would love to see what the cards have to say this time. And you're like, I'm ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah, you know what the funny part is about the Foodie situation? See, let's think back to some of the things that Foodie has told us. She has joked about Sala kidnapping her. I'm not saying that he has, but she's got a twisted way of thinking. Some of the wires are just plugged into the wrong areas. In her mind, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, but in her mind, Sala locking her in a room, she equates that to being claimed and therefore being loved. So like she's kind of twisted it up in her head like this is a good thing. Being locked in a room, locked in a box, this is a good thing. Hello, Tishati. Yeah, you're right. It is a fire trap. I was like, candles burning, stuff on the stove. No, not good. So like she's always wanted to be claimed. She's always wanted to be owned and loved, and that's her version of love. Somebody stopping her from leaving them. Like she looks at that as, oh, he really loves me. Hey, Britt. Doing for his business and why he's doing what he's doing now. We will look into the cards and see what they have to say. I just let the cards, hello, Enchanted Roses. I just let the cards tell me whatever it is they want to tell me. Fire hazard. No, she isn't very bright. You know, I don't think that Sala lives there with her. I think he's got his own place somewhere. She's got her own place. I mean, it's a tiny place. Can you imagine living with somebody that they don't bathe, they don't brush their teeth? Like, I mean, who wants that? You can burn all the 3-wick candles you want. That's not going to help. He's like, nope, nope. You stay by yourself, and I'll come visit once in a while. I'm telling the truth though, Hannibal. I mean, come on. Little tiny place, someone who doesn't bathe for days, doesn't change their clothes for days. I mean, what do you want? What? You keep your stench over there. You keep it all the way over there, ma'am. So he's got her away from everybody. And I think he drops in. Yep. He's somewhere, she's somewhere. And did y'all catch, like on her last haul, how many candy bars she bought? Y'all ready? 68 of them. 68 candy bars. There's not 68 candy bars in an entire store of candy. 68 candy bars. Yeah, for guests. What guest? Who's going to come see her? It's like trick or treat every day at Foodie's house. That's more than a trick or treat haul when you're young. She's doing trick or treat every day all over there. Yeah, that's a lot of candy. She had like Milky Ways, Reese's bars. No, not granola. No, like straight up candy bars. And I think the farms did a calorie count of all those candy bars. Y'all ready? Almost 10,000 calories. Now keep in mind, I'm 5'3". My entire calorie count for the day is around 1,800 calories. So that'd be like 5 days worth of calories. And it's not going to last that long. I don't think they're legally wed. I don't think so either. Maybe that's why she's got her own place. He's got his own place, because they can't live together. So they have to be separate. They have to be separate. 2,500 calories. I'm telling you. Why do I have this feeling that Foodie, like her ultimate life is to be in a little room, become bedbound, and then have Sala kind of turn into Pete's and just bring her stuff. Like that's her ultimate life of love, is I'm going to put myself in a position where I can't do anything, and then guys will just wait on me. Hi, Irene. It is sad. It is very sad. On a separate issue, I would like to say there's cause for celebration, y'all, because YouTube was tripping for a minute, and they had new policies to where there were so many things you couldn't say. I mean, they were getting very strict with the wording, and they decided, you know what, this is stupid. Let's go back the way things were. So that's cause for celebration, because they were yellow signing me all over the place, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not even cursing that much. So I'm happy about that. YouTube, they came to their senses and said, okay, relax a little bit. I'm tired of the self-censoring. What am I, in a kindergarten class? Why am I censoring myself? They have a separate section of YouTube for G-rated stuff. We're all adults here. I hate that you got to sit there and watch every word that comes out of your mouth. Yeah, it's vulgar. Vulgar. She's chilling on the bed. All right, so you can't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her. Nope. 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 I don't feel sorry for Foodie. Nope. Because all of her pain is pretty much self-inflicted. If you think about all the pain and suffering she said that she has, if you go back, all of it's self-inflicted. Every single bit of it. Well, thank you, Rally Point, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Or like all this stuff with Natter, self-inflicted. He's a bad person. You don't want to experience pain with a bad person? Logic, stay away from them. Don't go near them. Don't keep going back. Your body's in pain. Stop putting in food that's going to cause you to gain weight and cause you to be in pain, stupid. I mean, it's self-inflicted. It's like dealing with somebody that they walk up to a stove and they put their finger on the stove and they go, ow, that burns. You can only feel sorry for them the first time. You feel sorry for them if they don't know the stove is hot. But the next time, and the next time, and the next time, they keep going back. How can you feel sorry for them if they know the stove is hot and they keep touching it? It's like, the stove is hot. Why are you touching it? So, like, you don't want to be in pain? Don't do things that make you experience pain. All right. So we're going to do this reading. I'm just shuffling up the cards. I'm not going to do Foodie's way of doing tarot cards and just picking out choice cards and trying to manifest things with them. Foodie. My kitty has turned, that Booger. She's turned her back on Chantal. Yeah, see, Booger heard what Foodie did to BBJ, and she's like, I'm not even gonna look at you. You are out. She heard what she did to BBJ. She heard. She knows. She really dislike her. A lot of people do. Yes, she did, Sherry. And there was no reason for it. There was no reason for it. A cat getting its nails clipped cost between $10 to $20. Foodie would spend $10 at a time on her Starbucks drinks. And sometimes you buy two at a time. So for the price of two Starbucks drinks, you could have got your cat's nails clipped once a month. And then you get them groomed. That's not much more. I mean, just spending a little bit of money, it's worth it. Right. And if you know how to clip your cat's nails, then it's free. You can just do it and it's done. Just get some clippers, watch tutorials, and you can do it for free. You don't even have to pay anything. So what do you think the cards are going to say? Yep, that's it. What did I say the last reading, Bonnie? I said that basically, like, Salah's going to be on her to make money. He's going to be on her to make money. She's going to be in Kuwait. He's going to be like, okay, things just got real. You're going to make money for me. What's happening now? He put her in a room and said, you're making money for me. That's how things are going to be. You wanted me. You want my companionship. You're going to make money for me. I don't think it's going to be good. No, it isn't. It isn't. But right now, she's still in the fooling herself phase of, this is what I wanted, and this is going to be good. Yeah, okay, go with that. Why is this why she's telling people I'm locked in? BB, do you know why I think she's doing that? Honest opinion. Because Foodie likes to do things and say things to get people concerned about her. She likes for people to worry over her. So by telling people that she's locked in, people are going to be like, is she okay? Why is she locked in? They're imagining scenarios of what's going on. She wants that. Yeah, you're right. It's manipulation. She's making her viewers worried for her. Build the drama. Hello, Angela. She even laughed about it. Although somebody spotted something. Somebody heard something, and I heard it too when I was reacting. She went to the door and she tried the knob, and you heard a door open. You didn't see it open, but you heard a door open. So what's up with that, Foodie? If you're locked in, why would there be the sound of a door opening? You know, y'all can go back and look at it, and you guys can tell me what you heard and what you think happened. But to me, it did sound like a door was opening. Could have been the handle. It could have been. I mean, she didn't show the door, but you heard something. Right. She could be setting that up. She even said in the live stream that she was lonely and bored and she needs attention. Okay, that's absolutely true. You do need attention all the time. But you also like for people to worry about you. And so you're creating something to make people worry. Oh, Foodie's in a room and she's locked in. What's going to happen to her if something bad happens? Hey, Phyllis. Hello, fork sniffers. How are you? Member for 2 months. Thank you. She is the mistress of manipulation. Yeah, for the drama. She's creating the drama. Yeah, exactly. Live with it. Would she say this for our concern when it makes Sala look so bad? You know what she would tell him? Look, sweetheart, just go with this. Just go with it. This is how I make my money. Drama, manipulating people, just go with it. And he would. If he's making money off of Foodie, he'll go with whatever she tells him. Yep, and she's turning into a reaction channel. She's constantly talking about reactors. Talking about FFG. That's her #1 target now. They're talking about Kaya, talking about Perfectly Imperfect, talking about everybody. Hello, house cat. What is the most interesting thing about Foodie's lives? Her rages. Isn't that what people tune in for the most? The rages. So if you have to rage, you need something to rage at or someone to rage at. So she looks for targets. So let me just go off on Kaya. Let me go off on French Fry Girl one more time. Let me go off on Perfectly Imperfect or T and Sass or whoever. She needs someone to rage at. You know, she can't rage without something to rage about. Exactly. She's throwing things to the wall to see what sticks. Why do you think she did the chicken video? It's shock. She's always looking for things to shock people. She likes to make people angry. I mean, let me just, those of you that are here, you already know this, but for those who don't, just think about this for a minute. Were those of us who are reactors, when we do live chats, if people send us super chats, it's for positive reason. Yes, like you may throw a super chat or a super sticker and just out of appreciation. Foodie took that system and she turned it backwards. She turned it completely backwards on its head, because instead of people super chatting because they like her, she gets more money when people hate her. She wants to get people angry. She likes to kick the hornet's nest. She wants to do things to make people so angry that they just see red and they're not thinking, and they want to scream in her face, but they can't. All they can do is, you know, send a super chat to say whatever it is they got to say. So, you know, she's all about the hate super chats, because at the end of the day, the money spends the same. Whether you hate her, whether you love her, it's still money. So she is doing manipulation to get more super chats. That's why, exactly. That's why she locks her comments. She doesn't want you guys to comment for free. Oh no, she wants you to pay to comment. Why do you think she has her VIP chat? She's making sure you can't talk for free. You can't comment for free. You got to pay. You got to pay. She drank. She drank all the water. No, she didn't. I got a glass right here. I took it back. I took some of that water back. I got some water over here. Nah. I took some of that water back. I took it back. You can't have it all, Foodie. Anywho, yeah, like that's Foodie's system, is finding shock and drama and getting people angry and getting people so mad they send her super chats and super stickers. And no matter what you say to Foodie, no matter how hateful you are, no matter if you're on point with something, it doesn't matter. She does not care. That's why it's useless to send her a super chat, for that reason. Nothing's going to hurt her feelings. She has no feelings. She has none. So what's the point? When we're children, what are we taught? What's the lesson? Don't reinforce bad behavior. What happens when you reinforce bad behavior? It continues. I hate you. I hate you. Here's some money. What? You can't do that. Hey, Vickery. Can't do that. Don't back up bad behavior, or else you're encouraging the bad behavior. Your brother's calling. Hello, Ice Cube. So, like, I know she makes y'all mad, but just before you send anything, just think about why you're sending it and ask yourselves, does it make sense to do it? Does it really make sense? And yes, turning off comments does hurt Foodie. It hurts her engagement. Engagement is very important if you're a YouTuber. She's hurting her engagement. You go to search Foodie, you'll see a million reaction channels, and she's all the way at the bottom of the page. Suck on it, Foodie. Even me, I'm a smaller channel than Foodie. I'm near the top of the page. Where's Foodie? Down here. Hey, Amanda. Is Chantal aware of the fact that Muslim men can have more than one wife? He doesn't love her. She is the bank, and he will find someone else to love and give his children to. I promise you that. You know what? I don't think she cares. In her mind, it's like she's all about grabbing onto something at the moment. She doesn't think about the long haul. She thinks about, I got what I want right now. You know, like that's how she lives, moment to moment. Moment to moment. And thank you for the super chat, Amanda. She doesn't think 10 moves ahead. She's thinking about, like, she can barely see the feet in front of her. She's not thinking 10 steps ahead. Hey, Trudy. I don't know why she would turn off comments, because she can't handle criticism. That's why. She's a big old coward. Biggest, softest marshmallow on YouTube. All right, so I'm just warming up these cards because I'll make sure they're properly shuffled. Y'all can hear me shuffling them, so it's not like I'm just picking cards out of the deck. Okay, you don't have to shut up. You don't have to shut up. This is a chat. People are allowed to talk here. And I want to tell you guys something interesting. Before I do my readings, I don't watch any other tarot readers because I don't want their reading to affect my reading. But after I did my initial tarot reading, I heard about Jessie Retro. She did a reading on Foodie Beauty. And I watched her reading. It was very good. We said a lot of the same similar things. Now imagine that. Two people who don't know each other, that don't talk, we're both tarot readers, saying a lot of the same things about Foodie. But I just thought that was kind of cool. So, like, she was saying a lot of stuff that I said. And we had two different readings, and I did not watch her reading beforehand. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, Jessie is amazing. Like, I watched her reading. I was thoroughly entertained. But it just isn't that something that two different tarot readers who don't interact, similar readings. She froze. Of course she did, because she doesn't like the truth. All right. Just a little bit more and we'll be ready. Let me just focus here on Foodie. So what's going on with Miss Foodie Beauty? Now that she's in Kuwait, what's going to be going on with her? All right. Oops. All right. So first card down. Interesting card. This is Foodie right now. This is Foodie right now. So she's still very much in her world of delusion. Still very much in her world of delusion. Like she's not right. Like I told you guys, like the last reading I did, that Foodie would go through a period of like she thinks that she made the right decision by giving up everything in Canada. That she would have, there would be a brief period of the bubble is still very much around her. It's not popped yet. Like she's thinking this is going to be great. He's going to take care of me, blah, blah, blah. She's still in that bubble. She's still in that bubble. Like things have not gotten real yet. Things haven't gotten real yet. Next card down is this one. You know, she honestly thinks that she's got the world in her hands. But the problem is, like, if you guys see the two wands on either side of her, you notice what's wrong with that? This, to me, like, what the message I'm getting right now is this represents YouTube. The wand represents YouTube. Notice that there's not much coming off of it. Like, she's holding on to the YouTube thing, but that is a tree that will not bear much fruit. Do you understand? Like, as a matter of fact, I'm just getting the feeling right now that well is going to dry up more and more. And there's this other wand behind her that it's not going to be any better. Like she went to Kuwait with no absolute plan of how to make things work. All she knew was, I'm in Canada, I have to get out of here, I've got all these problems, so I'm going to run to the one safe place that I know of, where my problems cannot catch up with me. But she did not make a plan of how to be productive or be financially successful when she got there. Right, picking from an empty tree. Like she's going to a tree and there's less and less fruit on that sucker. You know, so like the money's going to be drying up real fast. And if Sala thinks that she's going to be the cash cow, that she's going to get boatloads of money, what he's not getting is, we're talking about Foodie. You know, she's not known for creativity. She's not known for being innovative or thinking on her feet or anything. She's known for resting on her laurels and using the same old tricks, and people are tired of it. So let's see, what's the next card down? Ooh, I can't look. I can't look. Yikes. Oh, it's getting kind of blurry. Sorry. Yikes. Well, wow. She's over there just talking all that ish to Sala. Like she is just stringing him along and saying, "Yeah, like I'm making the money and I'll give you money." And she's over there like filling up his ear with everything's going to be great and I'll give you all this money. And she's talking to him. She is talking to him just so he will hang on to her. I know, Rally. But like she went over there and he's on board with helping her right now because Foodie is very good about lying. I mean, she's a bad liar, but she knows what to say to keep somebody on the hook for a while. She knows what he wants. She knows what he most desires. And she's playing on that. She's playing on that. And so she's got her own delusions of grandeur in her head, but she's also playing on his, if you understand. Yeah, she's stringing him along. She's got her little delusions going on, but to keep her delusions going, she's got to keep his fantasies and his delusions going of, you just stick with me, everything's going to be fine, and I'll give you money and you can go and do things. That's why he's helping her. That's why he's helping her. Okay, so let me just put out the rest of the cards. I want to see what's going on here. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Foodie. Can we talk? Can we talk, Foodie? Oh, girl, you in trouble. Uh-oh. Oh, Foodie. Okay, just all right, let me just show you why I'm freaking out right now. Okay, so this would be Foodie. Okay, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Then, close to that, we have the Knight of Wands. Look what's beside that. There is somebody else in the picture, Foodie. If this is Foodie, Queen of Pentacles, who's the Queen of Cups? There's somebody else in the picture already. There's somebody else in the picture already. And I oop. And I oop. And guess what, Foodie? You're going to be the fool over there doing all the work. Making all the money. Yes, you are. Sala's going to be working you and, hey, do this, making money. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, okay. Hello, Cowboy Dog. I was enjoying your live chat today. Can I just say, Cowboy Dog, you have such a beautiful, pleasant voice. You would do great with ASMR. You do great ASMR content or audio books or things. Was loving the sound of your voice. Yes, Kaya is a sweetheart. Y'all check out Cowboy Dog. She did a live chat today. She was on point. You know, she was very informative. Check her out. Do I have any mods in the chat that can post her link? Hold on a minute. Yeah, I love Kaya. Let's see. And House of Hannibal is also, like, there's a lot of great entertaining people in this chat. We've got House of Hannibal with his butt worms. Butt worms. Hannibal is always making me laugh, and I've learned not to eat or drink anything while watching House of Hannibal. It's just a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. Don't eat anything. Let's see. What else do we have here? No. We got the Fool card. So, like, she's so stupid. She's so stupid. La 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 la. You know, and just. And we got another interesting card. The Three of Pentacles. This Mizar marriage just popped into my head. This is about money. This is about money. It's not a real marriage. It's for money. Revolving around money. Money is the thing. Now, don't anybody get scared with this next card, because this could mean several things. That was the next card. After the looks like a marriage card. Now, hold on a minute. No, nobody get ahead of me. Death could not mean, it doesn't necessarily mean physical death. Death could mean rebirth. It could mean change. It could be letting go of something old for something new. So it doesn't mean, no, it could mean several things. Okay, so let's not thinking something is going to physically happen to Foodie. No, it could just mean a big change. A big change. Right, and then the Knight of Pentacles is like the last card. Death of her channel. Well, she needs to watch herself. She's doing all the wrong things for her channel, but, you know, I'm just going to give you my thoughts. I have to seriously wonder if she's doing it on purpose. I really wonder about that. If she's doing this self-sabotage on purpose because she's in Kuwait now and she's with Salah and she's in the house, she's living there. If she's purposely self-sabotaging because she wants to get stuck with Salah. Like, I got what I really wanted, so I'm going to make sure he can't get rid of me. I really wonder about that. Watching her guarding the money. That would make her a sociopath. Well, there's a lot wrong with Foodie. So, like, it's hard to know what her thinking is. It's all over the place. She's also a food addict. This is true, and she needs money for that. I mean, 68 candy bars, that's a lot of money. So now I'm going to do a reading on Salah and Foodie, like the state of the relationship. I want to see what's going on with those two. Yeah, of course it is, Rally, and it will all, you know, and it'll always be, because she's not about fixing her problems. She is about exploiting her problems. And I saw something great on Twitter. Hold on a minute. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to read it to you guys. It won't take long. You probably won't be able to see it on screen, but it was great. Hold on a minute. Da-da-da-da-da. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay. Somebody posted, some people don't want to be fixed because being broken gets them attention. True. That's Foodie. Hey, Grandpa Jim. Some people don't want to be fixed because they get attention being broken. That's Foodie. She doesn't want to be fixed. She wants to stay broken because that's how she gets attention. One of my friends came up with a term long ago that I'm like, yeah, that describes my ex-boyfriend. She called him the walking wounded because he was always complaining about this and that, but he didn't want to fix himself. So walking wounded. Her mom and grandma broke her food and never saying no to her. So they spoiled her. A spoiled child grew into a spoiled adult. She never grew up. But yeah, one of my friends came up with that term years ago, walking wounded. Just, like always complaining and whining about this and that, but never wanting to fix it. Permanent pity party. Tiny violins everywhere. Where this train wreck will end up crashing into a wall. Walking wounded. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the walking wounded. Hello, all currently eating chocolate. I'm not eating chocolate. I wish I were, though. Can I have some? Somebody go take some of Foodie's chocolate. She's got plenty. She's got 68 candy bars. She can spare a few. She got a whole trick-or-treat bag of chocolate in her house. The ruined sauce. User, I'm sorry. Listen, hey, that wasn't my fault. People started talking about the hot sauce situation, and that's where it came from. So I apologize to you if I ruined your sauces. I did not mean to. Just disregard my words and forget what I said. My apologies. My sincere, humble apologies. I promise not to talk about hot sauce being used for things other than its intended use ever again. Or sriracha sauce. It wasn't my intention to put you off your sauces. All right, so we're doing this one on Sala and Chantal. So that was hers. That was her way of thinking. Basically, for those that we're not here for that, she's still in the bubble phase of like the bubble has not popped yet. Right now, she's still floating on that high of just arriving there and everything's good, but things have not gotten real just yet. See, it's Angela's fault. She did it. She's fessing up to it. Angela, apologize to user. Mad at me. They're mad at me for that. Hey, nightly, nightly, nightly troublemaker. Nightly's a troublemaker. You know what, Sherry? I think she will. Yeah, I accept my role as well. You should. Yes, my cat's name is really Booger. Booger. Hey, Bugs. Anybody's like, why did you name your cat Booger? That's gross. Let me explain this story, then you will understand. Her name was supposed to be Rags. When she was a baby, y'all have seen pictures of her. She was a tiny little scrappy thing. I would sit in my computer chair. Hey, Fit and Curvy. And you know how kittens, they like to pounce, they like to jump. That's what they do. That's what kittens do. I'd be sitting in my computer chair with my arm hanging off the arm of the chair. She would reach up and then just rapple onto my arm with her little tiny needle claws. And I'm like, oh, you're such a booger, you know, because it would hurt. A kitten's claws are really, really sharp. And I said that so much that she just associated that as her name. And even now, at 9 years old, she's still a booger. She's still scrappy. So it's not me being gross. It's just, like booger is another name for rascal. She's a rascal. Booger. She is pretty. And she got brushed today, didn't you, baby? Look. And she loves to be brushed. That's her favorite thing. She'll sit there and talk and trill. Look. Yes. Yes. You trilling at me? Yes. To start purring and trilling because she loves her brushing time. Yes, girl. Look at her. Look at her putting her belly over there just so she can get brushed. She's a good girl. Oh, she's like, what'd you stop for? She'll let me brush her like that for hours. It needs brushing. Oh, you got a Norwegian forest cat. Oh, Mary, there's such beautiful cats though. They're huge and they're floofy. It hates brushing. It's trilling like chirping for cats. In a way, it's like their way of kind of talking and expressing pleasure. Brushing a cat, yeah, they like to be brushed. It's think about it. Animals, when they go to bond with each other, they groom each other. That's a way of establishing a bond with each other and grooming each other. Cats do it all the time. Maybe for your Norwegian forest cat, because they hate to be brushed, if you could associate something that they love with the brushing, like giving them a treat or something, they might like it more. Because long-haired cats do need to be brushed out more, because if you don't, they get mats in their fur. And they shed. They shed. I had what is that? Was the cat? My Maine Coon. I once had a Maine Coon named Fizzgig. He was a big fluff ball. He was floof. He was nothing but floof. Hello, April's Rose. You love a Maine Coon. They love water. Little funny thing about Fizzgig. Fizzgig was such a floof. He was such a big boy. He was so big. I got him the biggest size litter box they made, and it still wasn't big enough for his big butt. Yeah, from the Dark Crystal. That's why I named him Fizzgig. That was one of my favorite movies, The Dark Crystal. So I called him Fizzgig. I got him the biggest litter box you could possibly get for a cat, and his butt was still too big. Doggone it, Fizzgig. He was enormous. So let's see, I've owned tabby cats. Let's see, I had a tabby cat named Junior. I've had the tuxedo cats. What else? Maine Coon. I had a ragdoll cat, and she was so chill. Her name was Snow. Loved all my babies. I know, the big fat cat butt is such a problem. When an XL size litter box just ain't getting it done. Like, what do you do? What do you want, a horse stall? Would that get it done for you? What? Can I help you? What, honey? Well, look. Oh my goodness. Cat break. How do I usually bathe Booger? I rarely bathe her. I bathe her only when she has to be bathed. She stays clean. Look at her. Cats are usually clean creatures. They clean themselves. You know, she stays clean. And honestly, I don't even really have to brush her. She is a short hair cat. I brush her because it calms her down and she likes it. She's a short haired. Short hairs normally don't shed as much as long haireds do, but it's just something she enjoys me doing. She likes the feeling of mommy brushing her and loving on her. 3-year-old kitten named Loki. You know, I will say this, if you're a pet owner, be very careful about the choice of pet names, because if you name a pet something like Bandit or Loki, it you're you're almost promised that they're going to be a rascal. You know, you're setting them up to be a rascal just with the name. They're going to live up to their name, whatever it is. So Bandit or something like that. They are going to. They're going to be a. Like, I named her Booger, and she's a booger. She's a booger. How do I learn my gift of tarot? I'm gonna tell you guys, like, while we're doing like the kitty break, I, like, many years ago, I went to a metaphysical shop for a reading. And then after the reading, I'm like, wait a second, you know, I can get a set of tarot cards for less than the cost of the reading, and I can learn to read the cards and I can just do it myself. So I just learned to do it that way. You know, like watching videos and just doing things intuitively. That's how I learned. So, like, some people can do it, some people can't. Uh, Anybody can learn to read the cards. Everybody's got a different way of doing it. Not the vulgar. Um, well, thank you. I just like doing stuff for fun. Look at the kitty. A dog from the shelter, and they had her name Loki, but we changed it. She was too sweet for that. Aw, he's a rascal and being a mischief. But y'all missed it earlier. I was trying to walk in my bedroom, and this one, when she wants mom's attention, she'll bite on my ankles. She'll love bite. She won't stop love biting me. That's her way of saying pet me, play with me, give me attention. See, she wanted mom's attention. Didn't you? But you're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a very good girl. Your Nava punches in you for attention. See, now she's gonna spread out. See her feet. She's comfortable. 14 months old. Her name is Lila. Just over there chilling. I would love to hold you all day, but I have to do my reading. So what am I have cat paralysis. All all of you pet owners, you know what pet paralysis is, right? When your pet sits on you and you can't move. That's pet paralysis. When they sit on you or lay on you and you're like, I don't want to move now. Oh, look at the feet. You feel bad about moving. Like I'm stuck right now. I've got pet paralysis. See, she's just chilling. Like if she wants to get down, she can get down. Get your baby. A pygmy? Nice. Want me to pet your head? I love you, Booger, but I have to do my reading. People are here for a reading. They like you, but they're here for the reading. I gotta put you down. Oh, I love you. You gotta get down. All right. Kitty breakover. I had to cut it short because y'all are here for the reading. This is not like a cat cam. Although that's a good break for me. She gives me good energy. She's my baby. All right, back to business. You're here for the cat cam. They're not here for me. Hey, she might be right. Yes, positive readings indeed. Positive readings indeed. All right, so this one is about Sala and Chantal. I'm going to focus on those two. Well, thank you, Reality Chica. Welcome. Oh, here we go. All right. I'm just making sure the cards are shuffled up so I don't get the same cards over unless they want to come up. And can I would like to say something if you guys don't mind. There are some people that might say, why do reaction channels still cover Chantal? You know, like why can't we get her channel shut down? We are channels on YouTube. We don't have that kind of power to take her channel down. We're not in charge of YouTube. You know, we are simply on YouTube like everybody else. And her videos and live streams have been reported numerous times. No channel has the power to take down another channel. All we do is react to her content. Hello, Outshine. And I've said it in my reacts recently. I'm not here to cover all her content. I'm not covering those couple vlogs unless there's something interesting in them because they're too boring. I'm here to sit on the grass with my popcorn and watch the fireworks because I know they're coming. I'm patient. You know, you got to be patient, y'all. You got to be patient with Foodie. Okay? She's been on YouTube a long time. Things have been slowly unraveling for a while. Things have been going on in the background for a while. and they're slowly coming to a head. We've got to be patient. You know, like everybody's waiting for that severe knockout punch. Sometimes karma doesn't work that way. Sometimes it works slowly and in a very subtle way. You just got to let things unravel. So I'm here for dessert. My dessert is watching the unraveling. Oh, Beatrice. I am a fan. Kaya's got pretty dogs, but I'm a fan of Beatrice. French bulldogs. They're so cute. Hello. Is it Dandria? I'm a fan of Beatrice. I love seeing Beatrice. She's got personality. I love her ears. Those great big ears. I love seeing Beatrice on camera. It always makes me smile. The locked door thing is creepy, or is it just me? Payday, is it P-Day or Payday? Payday today? We don't know if it's really locked from the outside and Foodie can't get out. That is just something she's telling us. We can't really verify that. She might be doing that for attention or to get people concerned about her. She's all about that emotional manipulation. She wants people to worry. She's always looking for things to make people tune in. So manipulation is just one of her tactics. Hello, Jolanda. Yeah, Foodie lies all the time, so take it for what it's worth. Oh, I'm locked in. Hey, brain fogging. Classically trained. You know what, Nikki? You can't assume the worst right away. We just got to see how things play out. Yeah, Chantal always lies. All right, so we're going to do one on Mr. Freaking Solid and Chantal. Yeah, 68 candy bars, FD. 68. Last count was 68. 68 candy bars. 68. I can't. It's okay, Bunny. Yeah, her first go-to is lying. That's why you can't trust her. Yeah, 68 candy bars. Almost 10,000 calories just in those candy bars. It's not counting the rest of the food and drink she gets. So let me just focus on the cards for a minute. This chocolate was for Sala. Who believes that? Who believes that chocolate was for Sala? Who? Anybody? Because I don't. I don't believe that chocolate was for him. Wait a second. So he did a grocery haul for her. She's in an apartment alone for hours. So if that was for him, why would he leave it there with her, knowing she's got a problem with food? It's for him, but he's not going to have it with him. That doesn't even make any sense. She doesn't have a sweet tooth. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I remember that live stream she did before she went to Kuwait the first time. Y'all probably remember this, where Miss Mama was in the dark eating a whole doggone cake, but she don't have a sweet tooth. Sitting there in the dark eating a cake. Hey, oranges. Why are you going to eat a cake in the dark if you don't have a sweet tooth? Yeah, I remember that too. I'm like, why are you eating an entire cake? Fluff and chocolate bars. Okay, there was another incident. I don't know. I can't remember what live stream it was. What was it? Pizza's birthday? When they bought like 3 cakes. It was like there were like 2 cakes and there was something for Pete's, but there was like 3 different cakes. 3. Piece of cake in a car with her hands. And the Lakma fairy, remember? The Lakma fairy. The Lakma fairy. Pete's birthday. What questions am I looking into? Well, I just did a reading for Chantal. I don't know if you were here for that, to give you like a brief summary. The cards basically said that she's still in her little happy bubble right now. The bubble has not burst yet. She's still like, everything's going to be great. I'm going to be over here. Life's going to be good. The bubble has not burst yet. Like it's still too new. Like she just got there. Give it a little bit more time. But she's still in her bubble. Things have not gotten real just yet. Right? Payday? Bust your bubble? Oh, it's not for me to bust her bubble. See, none of us in here, nobody here has to do a thing to Foodie. Nobody. Karma will do its work. All we got to do is sit back and watch. Let's just take it easy and watch what happens. We don't have to do a thing. None of us could hurt Foodie more than she's hurting herself. She's doing the damage all herself. We don't have to lift a finger. All we got to do is just sit down together and chat and watch. She wants Solid to burst her bubble. Ugh. Maybe a little hot sauce would help. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You didn't hear that. Retract that statement. Don't you start. I'm sorry. He opened the door. I just shut it. Okay, well, I promise I won't say anything more about that. No more of that hot sauce talk. Hello, Tammy. We won't go there. Yes. Becca. Okay, let me focus. I got to do this reading on the 2 morons. Pete's number 2 and Chantal. Listen, I made a promise I would not talk anymore about the hot sauce. If somebody else wants to do it, I'm not going to stop you, but I made a promise and I'll keep the promise. I'm not going to go back on my word. I promise I won't say anything. All right. Almost there. Eating popcorn right now. Nice. You know what? I love kettle corn. I love kettle corn. That's my favorite. And there's this stuff like there's this. It's what is it? It's this. It's a brand. It's like sweet and salty popcorn. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. It comes in a purple bag. This stuff is amazing. It's sweet. It's salty. It's just like got the almonds and stuff in it. Yeah, it's fancy. It is fancy popcorn. Ooh. Yes, that's it, oranges. That's exactly it. That's oh goodness, that stuff is just to die for. That stuff is dangerous. You'll sit there and like, I just want a few kernels. Next thing you know, the whole bag is gone. Where did it go? It ran away. It's in my belly. Now you want some? Well, I can recommend that. And I'll tell you what else it's sinful if you can find it because it's like a limited edition. But I had some once and I'm like, I want to find it again. And I found it on Amazon, but it's ridiculously expensive. Salted caramel brownie Oreos. I don't know who thought that up, but they need a raise. They need a raise right away. I insist. Salted caramel brownie Oreos. I'm a sucker for salted caramel anything. But they taste good, but the only place you can find them is on Amazon because now they're limited edition and they're expensive. So no salted caramel Oreos for me. User, look. I'm looking down my glasses at you. You know what that means, right? What's the next step? I take them off. You don't want that. I'm seeing a corner close to me that's empty. Somebody could be there. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm not in a bad mood. Ooh, saltwater taffy. That's some old school stuff right there. But good. Real good. Glasses time. That's right. See, there are points about being a nerd. Like you can use the glasses to communicate. not the quarter. All right, let's get back to this reading with Sala and Chantal. And Booger, sleeping behind me. You'll be a good noodle. Okay. Get the Booger. Hi. Hello. You just laying there sleeping? I know. He's a good girl. I told you, Farmhouse. See, didn't I tell you? Almost $40 for a pack of Oreos. Look, they're good, but they're not that good. Okay? I am not Kim Kardashian with money to burn. I like them Oreos. If I could find them in the dollar store, I would grab them right up. I'd buy every package, but not for $37, girl. Nope. No, thank you. And you're right, it is highway robbery. Right, Becca? Disney prices, yeah, without being at Disney. I'm gonna pay $47 for some Oreos. That no, thank you very much. Still recommended. If you can find them, if you see them somewhere, grab them. You can thank me later. Something else that you might be able to get that's really good and it's not that expensive. The Chips Ahoy cookies. Guess what? They're Chips Ahoy cookies with Reese's peanut butter cup pieces in them. I've had those. They're good. Those are easier to find. It is good. Exactly. Now you're talking. Another recommendation, also an easy find. If you go to the grocery store and you go in the cereal aisle, they have the Reese's peanut butter cup cereal. Now, I remember growing up and they had the Captain Crunch, the peanut butter crunch cereal. Loved it. The only problem that I had with that cereal is that it would cut up the inside, the roof of your mouth because it was so hard. If you see the Reese's peanut butter cup cereal, grab it. Grab it. It's really good. It is very good. Used to buy it all the time. So many sweets. Yeah, you know. All right, back. I keep getting sidetracked. I gotta focus. Focus. Keep talking about food. I yell at Foodie all day long for talking about food, and what am I doing talking about food? Bad habits. All right. All right. First card down. That's interesting. So the first reading that I did on Foodie, I told you, like, she's keeping him on a string. This pretty much confirms it. This is about Foodie and Sala. Like she just keeps pumping him like the money his way. This is not Sala's harem. This is not him being offered money from somewhere else. This is Foodie. This is Foodie and Sala. This is just the two of them. So she just keeps throwing money at him to keep him in the game with her. And Sala is over there, just he's like he's thinking. He's getting he's in the game. He's already in it with her, but he's not happy about being in it with her. He's not thrilled about this. But she's over there just, I think part of the reason why she left Canada so quickly, it wasn't just all of the problems that she created. Things were reaching a point between her and Sala where it was supposed to cut off after a certain point. But she wanted to keep it going. So to keep him interested, she had to just keep upping the money amount just to keep him around. And she's still doing that. So I think part of the reason why she ran to Kuwait like that, one, to escape her problems, two, because that was a safe place, three, because she could afford to give him more money to keep him in the game with her that much longer. Does that make sense? So he's in it for the money. But because she is so unpleasant to be around, and he's getting to the point where his tolerance of her and being able to deal with her, it's eroding away. Like he's getting to a place where he can't stand her anymore. So in order for him to tolerate her, she has to give him more money. She has to keep upping the money amount. Like, I'll give you more, I'll give you more, I'll do this, I'll do this. Just don't go anywhere. Don't leave. Like this is her. Just she's offering him money, and he's not entirely happy about it. He's just like, yeah, whatever. He'll take the money, but it's a business transaction and arrangement that he's not really happy with. He's happy with the money. He's not happy about the interaction with Foodie. Like it's really getting on his nerves. She's getting on his nerves. And it's going to reach a breaking point where he's going to basically say to her, look, I don't care how much money you give to me. It's not enough. I can't do this anymore. Sometimes he looks unhappy. Well, notice he's in the beginning, he was spending more time with her. Now he's like, okay, you're at the house and I'm going to leave you alone a lot. And then we might go out like once a week and do some filming. And then the rest of the time is mine. Look how things have already broken down. Like he is just like, I need my space. I need it. I got to be away from you in order to deal with you. So he's already pulling himself away from Foodie and only doing the bare basic minimum that he has to do to get paid. Ooh, yikes. And that's part of the reason why right there. Like this, all the negativity that she brings into the picture. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Not only does he not like that, but her being with him, it's blocking him from so much. He feels like I'm being blocked. I'm being blocked with being around other people. I'm being blocked from other business opportunities, from other things I want to do because I'm spending all of my time defending her. Like she counts on him to be her wall and protect her and shield her from things. That's where all of his energy is going. He doesn't have time to live. Like between all the negativity that she's bringing in the picture and the fact that she is a negative person, she's very clingy, she's insecure, she's jealous. Thank you, Lynn Jackson, catching your live. Hello, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. So, like, he's getting it from all sides. She's constantly on his back. He can't do anything when he's around her. She commands all of his time. Like, it's draining. It's draining. It's wearing on him. I don't feel sorry for Sala because he put himself in that situation. Nobody forced him into it. He opened that Pandora's box. And all of the stuff that was in came outside. And when she wanted to come to Kuwait, he didn't stop her. You know, he's like, yeah, I want the money, but is it worth it, Sala? Is it worth it? Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze, sir. Yeah, you get a little bit of money, but look at everything you got to deal with to get that money. Uh-oh. This was the card of conflict. It was this way. The crossing card. So let's see. Seven of Pentacles. If this were not a conflicting card, hello, Irene. If this were not a card of conflict, this is somebody, you know, like this is somebody giving money to others, like business or whatnot. And it's this way. So this is not a card of plenty. This is not a card of plenty. This is a card of money dwindling. And because this is for Chantal and Sala, since this pertains to the two of them, uh, he's going to want more money. She's going to promise more money. And then the money's going to start dropping. What happened? A conflict is coming. What does it mean when it's on its side? It means this is normally a card of plenty. Pentacles, usually money or material goods or business. Conflict means it's kind of reversed. So where it would be normally be a card of plenty, it's not a card of plenty. Like the money's just not going to be there. She gets so mad the reaction channel is making money. She should be thanking us. We keep her relevant. You know how hard we work to make her entertaining? It's not that easy. Let me describe to you guys what it's like to be a reactor to Foodie Beauty. You want the perfect analogy? I got it right here. Imagine, if you will, a bunch of people lining up around a toilet bowl. Inside the toilet bowl is one lone turd just floating in the water. Now, our task as reactors is we have to find a way to describe the turd in as many interesting and creative ways as possible so that people will find it interesting. That's what it's like describing Foodie. You know, like the shape of the turd. How does it smell? Does it have any peanuts in it? We got to find some kind of way to make the turd interesting. Does it float to the left? Does it float to the right? We gotta pull out all the tricks. She doesn't make our job easy. She doesn't. And she talks about the same things over and over. She does the same things over and over. Some people might say, well, you guys are just saying the same things over and over in your reacts. You want to know why? It's not because we want to. It's because she's doing the same things over and over, because she's talking about the same topics. I would love to talk about something different with Foodie, but if this it's the same subjects, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? She talks about the same people and the same topics and blah 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 and yada yada yada. That's what it gets repetitive. I know, I understand. I hate that. But it is what it is. She puts something on the table. We have to discuss what's on the table. Unfortunately, the menu is very limited. Anywho, she's not a kid anymore. She's all out of tricks. She's I would like to say she's a one trick pony, but now we're down to like a quarter of a trick. It used to be a whole trick. Now it's like a quarter of a trick. That's it. That's all you get. A quarter of a trick. It's not even one trick that's interesting. It's down to like a quarter now. Right? Uh-oh. Oh, Foodie, you in trouble. Ah, let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh, so we got the King of Swords. Wow. Uh, and we also have the Knight of Swords. So I'm looking at my cards, and just what I'm picking up off of that is shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get real. Like he's being soft with her right now. He's being soft with her right now, to lure her in. Yeah, baby, sweetie, cutie, whatever, luring her in. But he's holding back. He's about, and I'm not saying this in a very disgusting way. He's about to show his sword. I don't mean that in a dirty way, but just he's been coming off like, like whatever you want, sweetheart, blah, blah, blah. But that's about to be over. He's about to show his dominant side. Like he's luring her in to give her that sense of comfort, and then yeah, like we've seen traces, we've seen little things to show that he is not into Foodie, but she's been oblivious to it because he's not like, you know come down on her hard, so she just brushes it off. But he's about to lay the law down, because this is what Sala wants. Not with Foodie. Not with Foodie. Not with her. Like that's this is Foodie's dream, but she knows, like, this is what she's stringing him along with. Like, you stick with me, you'll get lots of money, you'll get to travel, blah blah blah. So that's what he's hanging around for. That's what he's hanging around for. She's still got the hook in him. But her little grace period of, hey, I just arrived in Kuwait and I just got settled in and I'm sick, blah blah blah. After a while, she's going to run out of reasons why she's not making money. At some point, he's going to look at her and say, look, you've been in Kuwait for this long and you're not sick. You're home all day for 8 to 10 hours. Why aren't you making the money for me? You have no other expenses. You don't have a roommate. You don't have your cats. You don't have the villa. Why am I not getting more money? I'm taking care of you. What's the problem? He's going to come at her like that. Like, you've got nothing else but me. I'm taking care of you. So shouldn't you be giving me more money? Right. She can't get away with. This is going to be Foodie's life. He's going to be leaving her alone a lot. A lot. A lot. Oh, wait a second. Uh, wait a minute. So these two cards were opposite each other. So here's Foodie. She's going to be feeling very lonely. Here's Sala going out and gallivanting around. Okay. Sala, you bad boy. Not that I blame you, but still. Like he's gonna be feeling himself. Once he takes control of the situation, he's gonna be saying, I do what I want, I go where I want, you're stuck here with me. Your job is to make me money. If you're not making the money, you're gonna be stuck here. So you better do what I say. And he's gonna go out and do his thing. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out what I'm feeling off of this and who it pertains to. Like to me, this feels like Foodie. Like she's going to be stuck at the house and the word that keeps coming to mind is disgruntled and bitter and a toddler or a child that is not used to doing anything, and then you make them do things and they're stomping their feet about it. Yeah, it's only going to get worse. Like, what do you mean I have to clean my room? You know, like, okay, okay, I can already hear her. All right, I'll go and I'll work and I'll make all the money and get on these different sites. Geez, that's basically going to be the attitude. He's going to be after her to make money. And the more he pushes her, the more angry she's going to be because she's not used to working. You know, like she's going to have to work over there. He's going to be pushing her to make that money. He's going to be on her back. Oops. It's made your belly go. I know these cards. I mean, the devil card again. It's not about anything satanic. For anybody who sees that card, it's not a satanic thing. It's the devil card could be bad habits. It could be addictions. It could be any kind of temptation. And Foodie has many addictions that she's not dealt with, that she's not going to deal with because she's too busy making money off of her problems. That's why she's not interested in solving her problems. She is the walking wounded, you know, and she is determined to hang on to Sala. But what I'm getting off of this is Okay, from what I'm getting right now is she's used to being in control. She's used to being in control. This is going to be a situation where she's not going to have control. She gave up all of her control. She willingly gave it up. She handed it to somebody. Now they have it. She put herself in a no-win situation. Like she's deluding herself and thinking this is what I want. This is so cool. This is so sexy. And Salah's going to take advantage. He's going to take advantage of it. Now she backed herself into a corner. She chose this. Like like I said, she's twisted. Foodie is twisted. She equates somebody putting her in a room by herself for hours and locking the door as he wants me. He's doing it because he loves me. I'm claimed. Isn't that cool? Isn't that sexy? No, you're stupid. You're stupid. But she looks at it that way. She's always wanted somebody to claim her. And maybe her version of claiming is not just a ring, but putting her almost in a cage situation. If they put me in a cage, that must mean they want me. So if that's all she can get, I guess she'll take it. I left early. Yeah, she's got very serious abandonment issues. So the Two of Pentacles came after that. The Foodie just juggling money, trying to keep Salah happy. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Where can I make some money? Where can I make some money? Her being online and trying to find different platforms and sign up for different platforms and how can I get money out of people? Like she's going to be in high scam mode. So be on the lookout for her, like coming through and saying, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and sign up for this and sign up for that. I mean, she's in a place where she needs money more than ever. So she's going to be stopping and thinking about what can I cook up? What can I do to get people to spend money? Because I need money in pocket right now. She's going to be in hustle mode, not in a good way, because when you hustle the right way, you're working for what you get. Not her. She's always been about, let me just see if I can do the quick scam and get money in pocket to keep somebody happy right now. Like, let me just grab that money real quick versus work for it. Yeah, same thing with Matter. The door opens, just doesn't lock again without the key. Hey, shenanigans. Still kind of forces her to not open the door. You know what though? Look, I wish that if she can't open the door, that's a bad thing because she's an idiot. What if there's a fire and something catches fire? How's she going to get out? How is she going to get out? She can't get out that tiny window. You guys are looking at me. I don't even think I could fit through a window that small. My big butt and my hips would get caught. Listen, y'all don't even know. Like, I got my clothes on, but I got big hips and I got a big butt. It is what it is. But her trying to fit through a tiny window, it just won't work. It just won't work. Our manager would save her. What if he's out doing something though? Then what? Hey, Muta. My door is unlocked when you turn the handle. OnlyFans. You know, I got something to say about that. Can I take a minute and say what I want to say about that, y'all? So recently, Miss Foodie had something to say about Kaya. Was trying to throw shade on her for being a stripper. I used to be a stripper. Stripped for many years, made a lot of money. No shame in that. Trying to insinuate that those who are strippers have diseases. At the same time that she's a walking petri dish. Petri dish Pondu over there trying to throw shade on strippers. No shade in being a stripper. You know what, Foodie? Listen, you cannot and should not throw shade at anybody in the adult industry for anything they do when you're over there. We've seen every part of you there is to see on YouTube for free, mama. We saw parts of you we did not ask to see. We saw it for free. And then you went to OnlyFans. Okay? So you want to talk about strippers? You really want to talk about strippers after you being on OnlyFans? You really want to? You really, really want to? You really think that's okay? On Tinder? And let's not forget, y'all, once upon a time, Foodie wanted a stripper pole to put in her house. Didn't she talk about having a stripper pole in her house? So how can you put down the ladies who dance in the clubs at the same time you're talking about getting a stripper pole, mama? Don't talk about my girl Kaya that way. And don't you dare open your dirty mouth about strippers. You have no idea what that life is like. None. That's a hard life. I respect the ladies who are in the clubs working like that. It's a hard job. It is not easy. It will test every part of yourself, emotionally, physically, psychologically. You are exhausted at the end of the night. Exhausted. Yeah, it could be dangerous sometimes. But trying to insinuate that strippers have diseases. Foodie, how many STDs have you had? How many? I rest my case. Being a stripper does not mean you have diseases. They don't. Sorry, y'all. I just have to go off about that. That bugs me. When somebody like Foodie, who is promiscuous and she's showing us everything and she's got an OnlyFans and then she thinks she has the right to look down her nose at people who are strippers. You think you have the right. Yeah, she is jealous. She talks about what's wrong with Kaya's house. Kaya has a house, Foodie. She's got a place. Do you? The place you're staying at, it's not even in your name and you know it. Can't talk about Kaya like that. She's got her own place. She's living well. She's got her pets. Leave Kaya alone. I love Kaya too. And here's the funny thing, y'all. Like one more thing. It's funny how Foodie and the VIBs, they say that people in the reaction community, that all of you, the viewers, that you're hateful people, that we're hateful people. right? That's what she says. We're all haters, right? Where this is, our community is toxic. Look over there at Foodie. Look at how she treated her cats. Look how she treats herself. And yet, whenever I look around the reaction channels, like they show their pets on cam sometimes and pictures of their pets. There's a lot of people that are cool with each other, very well taken care of pets. So we're toxic. Are we toxic? No, we're not. We take care of ours. We take care of our pets. We take care of ours. We take care of our babies. Look at mine. I know. Look at the baby. Yes. All right, so let's see. And you know what, shenanigans? I heard that. I thought that was funny. But they didn't go talk to her. They were just like, just happened to spot her. But that's funny. A dog sitting next to you. Nice. So we did Sala. No, we did Sala and Chantal. We did Chantal. Who's left? She sold her car. How did she sell her car though? See, I'm confused. She didn't pay off the Kia. How can you sell a car that you don't outright own? She still owed a lot of money on the Kia, and it wasn't in that great of condition. Hello, Stella. She let somebody else drive it. She took it back to where she bought it. I don't think you can sell a car without the pink slip, and you don't get that until you outright own it. And we saw the car. I mean, you know, the car smelled. It was dirty. She spilled things in it. It wasn't in great condition. So how much money could she actually get for the Kia? It's an older car with some miles on it. You guys want me to do one on Pete's? Who wants me to do one on Mr. Pete's? She recently spilled the whole coffee. Also, Hannibal, screw Pete's. Hannibal coming through, screw Pete's. Hannibal taking me out. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You know, right? You're right, Becca. See, what Foodie did to the cats was horrible. And although Pete is not was the owner of the cats, he was complicit because he didn't open his mouth. He didn't do anything. He didn't. I remember there being unopened boxes of pretty litter that were unused. At the very least, he could have made sure the cats were fed, changed out the litter, kept the place clean. That would have been something. He didn't even do that. Yeah, he was set to care for the cats. He failed in his job. He failed. No, he didn't take. You know why, Becca? You know why he never took the offers? Because he was just like, he was too afraid that Foodie would get mad at him. What are you doing? Everybody knows that my cat's fur is matted. What are you doing? That's why he never did it. One part being lazy, second part because he was afraid that he would get yelled at by Foodie. right? Like Hannibal, 3 months. 3 months. She's in Kuwait. What are you going to do? She's not even in the same country. You had 3 months to do something. You did nothing. And then, what was it that happened recently? Before BBJ went to FFG and her family, and Sam went to somebody else, after Sam was given to another family, Pete's waited 2 days to say, "Oh, she's been out of food for 2 days." Why are you waiting 2 days to open your mouth? Why are you waiting 48 hours to say something? Is there no food in the house? You can't open a can of tuna in the house. You can't go to the store and buy something. Are you completely broke? Is there nothing in the house you can fix for her? If there's nothing you can do. If he was out of food, he could have gone online immediately and said, "Look, guys, Foodie's not here. I don't have any money. BBJ is out of food. Can somebody please help me out so I can go walk to the store and get her something?" Somebody would have been on it immediately. Because the moment that he opened his mouth, some person, I don't know who, they immediately sent some food over. He could have done that 2 days prior. She gave him orders to not feed the cat. Well, if she's not there, if she's in Kuwait, how is she going to know otherwise? Like, she's not there seeing what you're doing. If you got half a heart, do it anyway. Just don't tell her. You know, she don't have to know everything. Her football will tingle. Oh, so are we doing a reading on Mr. Pete's? Are we doing one on Mr. Pete's? Let him rot in a box. Let him rot in a box. Hannibal, make him dry off with a funky towel. You butt worms. Give him a funky towel to dry off with and let him get butt worms. When he will get put out. BBJ was a female. Chantal can't stand any female, including the cat. You're waiting for Peace to get kicked out by the new landlord, not the worms. I'm sorry. It's Hannibal's fault. I swear. It's timing. Every time I go into Hannibal's chat, butt worms come up. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And by the way, for educational purposes, there is such a thing called butt worms. They're actually called pinworms. Look it up. Pinworms. So butt worms, it's an actual thing. I'm super cereal. They might come from man, bear, pig. They are real, and they come from man, bear, pig. I'm not touching that. Hot sauce will take care of the butt worms. I'm not touching that. I gave my word. We would not go down that hot sauce road again. People were very unhappy with me. I had to apologize. But those of you that know. Hi, Effie. So are we doing one on Pete's? We talk about hot sauce instead of butt worms. Like hot sauce butt worms, hot sauce butt worms, decisions, decisions, decisions. Which is worse? Hey, no, don't do that. On man, bear, pig. But I don't know man, bear, pig. No more hot sauce talk. I'm sorry, shenanigans. A coffee enema for those butt worms. Well, that sounds rather energetic. A coffee enema. Listen, coffee does things to your stomach. I just never mind. Like talk about cleansing yourself. Right. Okay, we won't talk anymore about the hot sauce. You'd be awake for days with a coffee enema. They feed on coffee? That's weird. Well, I guess I know what I'm drinking from now on. It ain't coffee. Don't believe me, I'm trolling. I know you are. Hashtag pro gamer, hashtag pro gamer trolling. Bone infection in your jaw. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Excuse me. You need some attention, don't you? Booker is just grabbing at she likes to grab onto my chair when she wants my attention. You guys can't see her, but she's behind me. Look, she's fighting with come here. Watch. All day, every day. This is, ow, you're just a booger. On Allah. Ow, come here. Oh, come. Well, you gotta come here. You get fat. I'm gonna stop you being a booger. So I'm gonna pet you. So doing one on Allah. The thing is, I think there's a reason why Allah has been really quiet. I mean, he put it out there that the moment that Foodie came back to Kuwait, he was going to file a case. Notice his butt has not been online. She's over there and he hasn't said a word. He hasn't said a word because he knows if he went online, people will be like, why haven't you done anything on Foodie yet? You know, I thought maybe Allah was different, that he was a little bit honest, but it's just becoming more obvious that he was part of the scam. He was just a side part player that got brought on stage for a minute. He played out his part, and that was it. Like, I don't think he was as honest as we thought he was. Dee Dee, you want me to do a reading on Dee Dee? Speaking of that, does anybody remember when Natter's court case is supposed to be this month? It's sometime this month, the 22nd. So that's in, ooh, another 12 days. A selfie stick. Look. Ow. This is how she lets me know she wants down. She bites on me. You really gonna bite? You gonna bite? Hmm? You gonna bite on me? You're a booger? Hmm? Thank you, and Jenny Roses. You're acting like you don't like it, but why are you splaying out your feet, booger? Okay, all right. You want to get down, all right. A reading on Pete's. All right, we'll do one on Pete's. And for those of you that are new to my channel, if you like, please like and subscribe to me. Would love to have you. Leave a comment if you like. Love to hear from everybody. The hot tub. And don't worry, Hannibal, I'm with you. I think Pete's is trash. I used to have some sympathy for him, but then after all this stuff that's come out, he can go live in a ditch with Foodie for all I care. Yeah, he's going to be homeless. He's getting, you know what, onion rings? This is the part where I just want to walk up to Pete's and say, what is the matter with you? You go from a situation where you were living in a house you weren't paying rent for, and you could have been homeless, but you ended up in a different place. You were not on the street, and you're still ungrateful. Like, what is the matter with you? Oh, thank you, Vickery, for the super chat. I appreciate it. For Booger. Booger? You're right, Lynn. They do. Come here. So we'll do one on Mr. Pete's. He doesn't want to work, doesn't want to do anything. He's lazy. If he was renting a room in our house and pulled that crap, he would have been out that second. Right. That's another thing that might get him kicked out. He's got rage, and he likes to raise his voice and get loud. You can't do that in somebody else's house. Do we think Chantal has the camel cough or not? Here's my feeling, Shan. I don't think she's really sick, because when she went to Kuwait the first time, she got sick. My opinion only. I think the sick was her having withdrawals from all the stuff she did. That's what that was about. You know, and while she was in Canada, she was doing all kinds of stuff. Going back to Kuwait, her body is going through withdrawals again. I think that's what's up. Hello, Nog dude. Like everything she's going through, like the headaches and I don't know about the chest cough situation. headaches and all of that is just everything she's describing could be just her body detoxing. Right. I think part of that is withdrawals. Take my pot away, I will rage. Do you have a pot? Are you in the kitchen? Are there trolls in here? Oh, I love playing with the trolls. Chin's in the chat. Where? Nah. You lying. Are there trolls in here? Oh, I love it when the trolls drop by. There's a spam bot. Oh, darn. I was gonna have fun. Dang it. Come on. That's part of the fun of having a live chat when trolls come in. Love it when the trolls come into play. Try me. That's just extra amusement for me. A god bot. Oh, geez. You know, I like playing with the trolls. They don't like playing with me though. They really don't, because they try to get me angry and screaming and frustrated. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Like the trolls come here looking for something. They don't get what they want, but I get what I want. They come in and make me frustrated. I make them frustrated. I'm not a fun toy to play with. Take my pot away, I will rage where I can no longer cook. Well, I hear you. Just trying to cook without a pot, it's just a tragedy. I mean, how do you cook without a pot or a skillet or anything like that? I mean, just what do? Cook on a rock? You know, you need utensils, you need cooking things for cooking. Do you think Sala locks Foodie in the apartment to exert control or to keep her away from him? I don't know if they're legally married, but if they aren't, he can't live with her. And I think maybe it's sort of, maybe he wants to hide her away so that nobody will find out that she's there. How is Booger? She's right there. Hey, girl. Booger. Come here. Say hello to the people. Say hi. Sala will get Foodie blanked on blank. She already is. And listen, I'm not saying this is a definite thing right now. This could be a possibility. Just a possibility only, mind you. I'm not saying it's going to happen or it has happened. But if Foodie likes to do certain party favors, and if she's in Kuwait and she cannot get access to the party favors that she's used to, she might try to take an alternate route. Meaning, if she can't get certain things like she could in Canada, to help her with the withdrawals or to keep them away, she might do things that count as substitutes, like getting cough syrup with alcohol in it, because cough syrup does have alcohol in it. Yeah, cold medicine. I'm not saying she'll do it. That might happen. Right? Listerine. Here's something that I learned a long time ago. Did you know that for those people that are, and I'm not recommending anybody do this, Okay, this is something I learned from somebody who had an alcohol habit. Did y'all know that there is a high alcohol content in a bottle of vanilla extract? And if you're someone and you're into alcohol, like that's a way to kind of keep away withdrawals. Like there's alcohol in so many things. There's mouthwash, there's vanilla extract, there's all kinds of things. You're gonna steal my fur baby? No. Hand sanitizer. Does my cat wink at you? Oh, she bites my ankles. But like if you want something, you'll find a way to get it. It's gonna be somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere. So if she can't get a hold of the edibles or that stuff, she might go to say cough medicine or cold medicine or something just to get something. So just because she's in Kuwait doesn't mean she has to go cold turkey. There's always a way. There's always somebody that wants to sell you something. When she held up that bottle of cough syrup, and I'm like, does that have alcohol in it? Does it have alcohol in it? She's been drinking cough medicine. I think she drank half the bottle. You know, she might be drinking just enough. I'm not saying this has happened, but if she's going through withdrawals, she might be drinking a little bit of that cough medicine to kind of keep the edge off. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing over there. I think she had a bottle of cough syrup last night. Yes, she did. What? You know, I hope she doesn't get into all that stuff over there. What you just named, Stella, that's bad stuff. Bad stuff. I've heard of that. I've heard what it does to people. That's bad. Very, very bad. You feel a rage coming on for her? Well, considering how Shannon and FFG went live together and reacted to her a little bit, yeah, she's going to be raging. She's going to be raging. She's always looking for a reason to rage. There you go. There you go. There's your reason to rage. Pinky rage bees. Pinky up. Oh, now it's like not only do we have to show the pinky, we got to show like the ring. We got to. Do you see my ring? Do you see my ring? Do you see my ring? Oh God, that's getting on my nerves. The throat clearing, I can't stand it. Does that get on y'all's nerves? The constant throat clearing, it's out of control right now. Holy crap. What is that? It's weird. In the past, it would get really bad and then it would slack off and then it would come back with a vengeance. What's going on with that? It's so annoying. It's like reverse ASMR. It's not relaxing at all. It's irritating. It's gastric reflux. Her esophagus is chronically irritated. By what though? I mean, what would it be irritated by? I mean, I want to be educated. What could irritate it if she's not smoking anything? I mean, she used to smoke that stuff 24/7. What would cause that? Gut acid? You think so? So you think the stomach acid is just, you know, coming up into her throat? She said she's not really smoking the shisha that much. That's so horrendous. Oof. Oh my. Weight pulls the opening so it won't close right back up. I look, I like to be educated about things. So if you guys have information to give me, I will listen. I want to learn. Just like the situation with her face. Like lately, one side of her face looks puffier, like, like chunkier than the other. I thought it was her filters. I thought maybe her filters were a bit wonky. And then the live stream she did last night, it was like, no, that can't be her filters because the lighting is not that bright. So I'm like, what happened? Like one side of her face is much more pronounced than the other. Is that a natural thing, a normal thing? Because I've never noticed that before. User. Hiatal hernia. Well, here's the thing. She did say she had an umbilical hernia a while back. She did say she had an umbilical hernia a while back. I don't know if that would play into anything. Heartburn? Some people were saying it might have been like a mini stroke that caused that. And I do know that sometimes with like mini strokes, like one side of your body might be affected and not the other. So like all the more reason to take care of her health. She's in a place where she's not a citizen, she's not a resident. So if something medically happens to her, how can she take advantage of the health care? She can't. She's not a citizen, she's not a resident. So if something medical happened, what would she do? She's screwed. Well, Orange is the last time I heard, as far as her liver, she did say that she had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and that her liver was 3 times its normal size. And there was one live stream before she put on the abaya where she was running around in her sports bra and her pants. And this is scary to think about, but I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, you could actually see how hard her liver was from the outside of her body. Like it didn't look right. Enlarged heart. I mean, she's just a mess inside and out. Well, you're right, Okie doll. Her gut is very hard. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because she's got a lot of visceral fat packed around her organs. There's so much of it that her organs, they cannot move. That's why where some people are big and their stomach is very soft and squishy, hers is completely round. It doesn't move because there's a lot of visceral fat and it's very dangerous for your health to have fat packed around your organs. So she does have that. I mean, she's 5 feet tall, and she's just, there's nowhere for the weight to go. There's very little place, there's very little real estate where it can go. That's why you shouldn't be getting 68 candy bars, Foodie. You got to be careful with yourself. All right, so let's go on to Pete's. I want to know what's going on with Pete. Yeah, I want to know what's going on with Mr. Pete's. All right, so let's talk about Mr. Pete's. All right, so I want to see what's going on with Pete's. Huh. So we get this card for Pete's. I need more cards, though. I need more context for this. Oh. Okay. Ooh. All right. I got the full reading right here. Let me just pull some of these cards off of here so you guys can see. All right. So this is interesting. Very interesting reading, Mr. Pete's. So first card down, 2 of Wands. You know, he's literally got the world in his hands. But he doesn't want to move because he's too busy holding on to something that's not really that productive. Like he could go out and do more and make more money. Like there's a whole life out there. He's just determined and stubborn to hold on to the YouTube thing. He doesn't want to let it go. He's too busy just thinking I can make it on YouTube and that way I can just sit in my room and make money and I'll be fine. Yeah, he's holding on to the past and all of the dreams and hopes from the past rather than grabbing onto the future. He's still stuck in that past way of thinking. And there's a part of him that he's still waiting for Chantal to come back. He's waiting on Chantal to come back. Like he's deluded himself into thinking that she's just going through a phase. She'll be back, and when she comes back, she'll need him. But he doesn't have anything that she can take. And there's nothing for him to give her. I mean, what can he give her? He has no good credit. He has no money. What could she use him for? His credit is shot. His money is low. What could she do? He do for her? Ah, next card. This is interesting. The Hierophant. I'm looking at this and just thinking. I'm just thinking. And he just doesn't want to acknowledge that his whole world. No, 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 that's not the bride. This is a hierophant. That's not a female, I don't think. This one's difficult. The thing that keeps popping in my head is where he's living right now. I don't know exactly who he's living with, who that person is, how they know Pete's, but his living situation is different now. It's not the way it was before, where he had total freedom to rage and act stupid. He's in a place now with house rules, and you have to respect other people. And there's that authority figure. And they're not going to put up with any nonsense. They're not going to put up with any nonsense, Pete. You cannot be in their house and rage. You cannot destroy their property. You cannot throw things, sir. You are lucky to be there. So calm yourself down. Hey, Caesar. Like he's got to reel it in. Reel it in. Reel it all in. Because you're in somebody else's space now. You're not in your own space in a house with somebody who don't care what you do. They pretty much care. You cannot run roughshod over them because you will be out on your butt if you do that. All right, so the next card, the conflict card. So this card is this way. It is the seven of swords. If this were upright, which it's not, it's this way. This represents somebody that they're involved in a lot of battles, or they're just taking on a lot of responsibilities and it's just overwhelming. But since it's this way, this is Pete's avoiding responsibility, avoiding work. He is just like, no, 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 I'm not going to work. He is just like hanging on to this YouTube thing, pining all of his hopes on it. He's stubborn. He does not want to get away from YouTube. He does not want to get a job. He doesn't want to get a job. He wants YouTube to be his job. Ah. He's still thinking about Chantal. You know, I'm feeling a sense of nostalgia. I wish that she would come back. I wish that things could be what they once were, and she would just forget about these guys. And like he's holding on to this hope that this Sala person doesn't love Chantal, and that sooner or later she's going to realize it and come back. And when she does, she's going to need somebody, and she's going to grab onto him. Yeah, like he misses her. But I'm getting a feeling of just sadness and memory and missing her and missing how they used to be together, not like romantically, just everything, thinking of simpler times and remembering those and feeling sad that they're not there right now. And Foodie's not helping. Foodie's not helping because she's still talking to Pete's. You know, she's still talking to him. And maybe she's putting off the impression that this whole thing is temporary and she's going to come home soon. You know, it just, the moon face. You're right. You're taking me out. Moon Pondu strikes again. Not the moon card. Yep. Not the moon face. Yeah, she's leading him with a carrot. That's what she does with all the men in her life, leading him with a carrot. The golden carrot. He doesn't miss her. He misses being comfortable. Right. Precisely that. But she was what brought that comfort. So he wants that comfort back. Although that comfort, that, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Codependency. There you go. It was bad for both of them. It was bad. But that's his little comfort zone, is that codependency. He don't want to let it go. You know, like that's just like, oh, like my life was being in my room and I get to say whatever I want. And he wants that back. Simpler times. The Empress. You know, he's wanting Foodie to come back home and mother him, in a sense. And I hate to show this card to you guys, but he's never going to get away from Chantal. He's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. He doesn't want to let go. Like he's very much attached to her, holding on to that hope that she'll come home. And that's one of the reasons why Pete is not dropping any tea right now. Because he doesn't want to screw anything up with her. Every move he's ever made has been about protecting her. Because by protecting her and covering up her lies, in a way he's protecting himself and his chance with her, if that makes sense. He knows that if he opens his mouth and says anything against her, he's out. So because she's stringing him along, and he thinks that there's even just tiny bit of hope of her coming home and living with him, he ain't going to open his mouth. He will not do any tea videos. He will not do any expose videos. It ain't going to happen. Right? Am. He'll never drop tea. Right? Well, he's just not going to do it. He could, but he's not, because, I mean, I'm just going to say it. He still loves Chantal. There's a part of him that's still in love with her. That was his first real love. And he's stuck on it. She's toxic. She's irritating. He has a love-hate relationship with her. And he knows he's awkward and different. And she's probably got him so, what's the word I'm looking for? She has done some damage to him to make him believe nobody else will want me. She got in his head and put that thought there, and that thought just grew out of control. She convinced him that nobody else will ever want you. And so he's really not looking for anybody else. He wants her back because that's his comfort place. Right, rally. Could be payday. Just, she broke him down. 17 years, she broke him down. She got in his head, she broke him down, she used him, treated him like a doormat, and this is where we are. But you know what? I'm going to say this, and on top of that, does Pete have issues? Yes, he does. Does he need help with those issues? Yes, he does. But even if you're somebody and you are depressed and you've got issues, that does not excuse at all being cruel to innocent animals. You can be depressed. You can have personal issues and still be a good person. Still take care of animals. You can do that. You can put down some clean water. You can put down food. You can clean out a litter box with all that stuff going on. So you cannot use what's going on with you as an excuse to not take care of animals. Right, they should never have suffered. With the money that Foodie Beauty was making, those cats should not have wanted for anything. Anything. Somebody making 10, 20 grand a month on YouTube, they should have wanted for nothing. They should have had the best of everything at all times. There are people on YouTube channels. I'm going to let y'all know right now. If you decide to make a channel on YouTube, there are some people that are under the impression that if you start a channel, you're making the big bucks. Nope. Nope. Let me explain how that works. If you get monetized, as far as the Google AdSense part, first of all, YouTube takes 30% of whatever you make. Boom, right off the top. Secondly, you got what's called an RPM, which means it's a set amount that you get paid per 1,000 views. So you're not making the big bucks. All right? If you get a video with, say, 3,000 views, that you may think they're making a lot of money, you're not making that much. You're not. So there are channels that are smaller, much smaller than Chantal. Their pets are well taken care of. They get proper food. They get groomed, taken to the vet. What's her excuse? What's her excuse? She wants to put down someone like Kaya. Kaya has her dogs. Kaya's not making the money that Chantal makes, and yet her dogs are well taken care of, aren't they? I'm not making the money that Chantal makes. Look at my baby. Look at her. Ain't that a shame? What's your excuse, Chantal? What's your excuse? Yeah, Booger is fast asleep. She's happy. You have to have a multiple million subscribers and the views. She got on 10K. See, here's another thing. A lot of people think that if you look at a channel, and let's just say you've got 1 million subscribers, that must mean you're making a lot of money. Maybe, maybe not. Because it's not just the number of subscribers, it's the engagement. Example, Foodie's channel. Her channel supposedly has 92, 93K subscribers, correct? Well, guess what? Most of those are dead accounts. She's got 93K subscribers, but when it comes to her live chats, she gets what, maybe 1,200 people? And yet you've got smaller channels, much smaller channels. They'll easily get 2,000 or 3,000 people in their room. So it's not about the subscriber number. It's the most important. It's about engagement and people actively engaging on your channel, whether it's being in the live chat or super chats or comments. That's what counts most. That's what counts the most. So you don't have to be a really huge channel to be successful. It's engagement. You're looking for the engagement. Blocked people still count your subscriber count. I just found out. I did not know that. I learn something new every day. Her karma has started. Yes. Yes, it has. Hey, cowboy dog. Right, farmhouse? Frenchie's channel is not, she's like in the 20s as far as her sub count, but yet she blows Chantal the water. She makes much more than Chantal does. So there you go. It's not about the subscriber count. It's about people that are active on your channel. What are they doing? Are they engaging with you? That's important. That's important. Oh, you're welcome, cowboy. I love being in there, and you did a great stream, and it was very entertaining, very informative, and I love your voice. You got a very pleasant voice, very ASMR-ish. You could easily do audiobooks and be successful. You might want to look into that, just doing live readings of audiobooks or ASMR. All right, so we did one on Pete. Who else are we doing one on? Are we going to do one on Dee Dee and Natter? Should I do one on Dee Dee and Natter? My ASMR is tarot card shuffling. Then I'm doing your ASMR right here. She's out. She's my baby. Oh, did I wake you up? I'm sorry. I'm going to tell y'all a little funny story as far as doing a live chat. This happened a while ago. Some of you that are part of my live chat now, you may remember this. So sometimes you get people coming in the chat that are trolls. And I love playing with the trolls. Those are fun. And I had a guy come in and say, like, hey, can you do some stripping? And I said, sure, I could do some stripping for you. Thank you, Raven. I said, I'll do some stripping for you. As a matter of fact, I am positively the only YouTube family-friendly stripper. It is family-friendly content. Would you like to see my stripping? That is, it's advertiser-friendly, family-friendly. He said, sure. I said, okay. So I'm like, you ready? He said, sure. Like, I'm stripping. We have this slow strip. We got this strip with a twist. Stripping ASMR. I'm twisted. I'm sorry. That's why I love playing with the trolls. It leads to funny moments. You like the slow one? Yeah, it's A. put the 70s music on. He's like, that's not what I wanted. And I'm like, look, I don't have a garter on and you didn't tip me anything, so you get what you get for free. Sit down. You ain't paying, therefore you don't have any reason to bitch. And cheap troll. All right, so we are doing one on Natter and Didi. The 70s were great. How many people in here grew up in the 70s? I was born in 71, so I was kind of a baby in the 70s. Like, I was born in 71, so like 71 to 79, I was like 8, 9 years old. I was just a baby. 73. Do chicken strips next. Born in 75. Those are some good times, weren't they? Those are some innocent times. When people ask me, how old are you? I say I'm younger than 8 tracks, but older than cassettes. How about that? The music was very cool. So I'm younger than 8 tracks, but I'm older than cassettes. And I grew up as a teenager in the 80s. I was there the first day that MTV first started. And the first video they ever played was Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. And Headbangers Ball. Yeah, I remember that day too. I do, I love that song. Dr. Hook, nice. I miss the 80s, so do I. The 80s were a fun time. They really were. They were a fun time. Yes, I remember Okie Doll. And oh, that the game show they had, Remote Control, that was fun. They had the game show Remote Control. I remember back in the good old days. Solid gold. No. You know you're old. Listen, all the 70s babies, you'll remember this. Sid and Marty Krofft. Land of the Lost. The Bugaloos. Sigmund the Sea Monster. The Banana Splits. The Great Space Coaster. Land of the Lost. Yep, Puffin stuff. Yeah, they were. VH1 pop-up video. Welcome back, Carter. Okay, like all of you Who was your crush in the 70s? Who was your crush? Mine was uh, Leif Garrett and Sean Cassidy. Those are my crushes. Don't judge me. Yeah, Sean Cassidy. I'm making you homesick. Brooke Shields. She's pretty. She was so pretty. Farrah. Duran Duran. Oh, you know what? As far as the 80s, I got into the glam rock because that's what I grew up with. So a lot of glam bands. Because that's what was on MTV. Don't judge me. John Taylor. Everybody had a crush on John Taylor. But I don't blame you. He's a good looking guy. Bon Jovi. Oh, you liked him, the singer from Savage Gardens. Oh, he's got the dreamiest blue eyes. All right, we're doing one on Blue Lagoon. That's all. We're doing one on Natter and Miss Dee Dee. See, the people that didn't grow up in the 70s and 80s are like, God, there's some older people in the chat. Yeah, there are, and I'm 52. Get over it. Robbie Benson, yes. You're turning 50 this year. Darling, don't you know? 50 is the new 30. You're only as old as you feel. Well, thank you, Brain. And this is me without, I have no makeup on. None. No filters, nothing. Imagine me with makeup. There's no filters going on. We're completely natural. I dare Foodie to do this. Come on camera with nothing going on. No filters, no makeup, nada. Bet you won't do it. I just bet you won't. All right, we're going back to Natter and Dee Dee. We're going back to Natter and Dee Dee. And for those people in my chat room, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Because, you know, every so often I'll do some tarot readings and stuff on Foodie. You just never know what I'm going to do. And I don't know if you guys know this. Maybe some people in this chat is not aware. On top of doing the Foodie content, I've also done a bunch of ambiance videos. If you do like to watch the ambiance videos, there's over 200 ambiance videos on my channel, all kinds of stuff. And I love doing the ambiance stuff too. I haven't done it in a while, but I've done so much in that way of different content. You know, I love doing the ambiance. I've done stuff for winter, summer, spring, the ocean, the sea, mountains, fantasy. And I just have fun doing that stuff. Because I realize that we all need a moment to chill out and take a break. Yet we can't take a vacation and go somewhere. But if you put on an ambiance video, it's kind of like a mini break for your mind. You know, so just go to my channel if you're looking for the ambiance stuff, and you know, like when you click on the channel page, you know, you keep pushing the little scroll bar to one side till you see like a little eyeglass thingy, and just put in ambiance, and you'll see some of the ambiance stuff. And the rain ones, I do a lot of those. And all this stuff that I put together, for those who might be interested in making ambiance videos, it's no big secret. I'll tell you guys how I do it. So there's a couple of sites where you can find free videos and pictures. One is pexels.com, and the other one is pixabay.com. You can do searches and find all kinds of stuff there. I browse through both and look for things that I think would make a great video. There's also, oh God, like there's another site that I use for free sound bites, and add that to it. I also look for copyright free, royalty free music on YouTube. Right, exactly, free use. So everything that I gather together, I'll make into a video. Thank you, Grateful Life. Yes, music is so healing. I even have ironic ambiance videos. I even have ironic ambiance videos for Foodie. Those are pretty funny. So ambiance can be funny. All right, we're doing one on Natter and DD. Legend of Zelda ambiance videos. You know what, Brain? I love video game ambiance. Here's the problem. There are so many great scenes in video games, like just different places that would make great ambiance videos, but you gotta be careful with the sounds. You would be amazed how fast you're gonna get copyrighted, even if you're not playing music. It's not just a matter of the music. Sometimes just certain sounds will trigger the bots. Like the sound of rain in a video game, or bees or something that will do it. I actually do have quite a few video game ambiance videos on my channel as well. Like I would play video games and I would see a place and go, oh, this would make a great ambiance scene, and record it. Yeah, it's that sophisticated. But there is a workaround. There is a workaround. This is how the bots catch you. Because let's just say you are a record company producer, right? And let's just say you make a song called Foodie Beauty Gone Mad, right? And you that's your song. And you put it on YouTube, it's yours. Well, then you can register the song. That song has a digital footprint, a fingerprint of sorts. And if somebody somewhere tries to use the song Foodie Beauty Gone Mad and they put it in their video, when the bots go through and if they find that digital thumbprint, they get a copyright claim. How to get around that? Change if somebody wanted to get around it though, that all they gotta do is change the pitch, change the speed, put on some reverb. That way the fingerprint doesn't match. So you know, like that's how they catch you. So you learn something new every day, don't you? Okay, we're gonna let's get to the reading. Let's get to the reading, y'all. I want to know about Didi and Nader. Right, you got to learn something new every day. The more you know, right? All right. Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. All right. All right, Didi. All right, Natter. All right. So y'all, this is a very interesting reading indeed. First card down is the Ace of Pentacles. Followed by the Knight of Wands. Hold on, hold on. We're getting to it. Now, the crossing card is the Queen of Wands. This was this. The card of conflict. Oops. Oops. Foodie's not out of the picture. She's not out of the picture. Nope. She's very much in that picture. He's holding on to her. She's not gone. She's not gone. Nope. Nope. Not gone. Not gone. So it looks like I know you're rolling all this, Didi. That's you, girl. Make that money for him. Provide. He sends you out to work. And it looks like she's tired of fighting his battles. This is really wearing on her. She's tired of fighting for him. Because deep down she knows it's a losing battle. She knows where his head is at. I think that Didi is, like she's carrying a lot of burdens, like she's carrying a lot of weight, and she's expected to make money and keep things going, and she's thinking about what else is out there. Like she's been considering possibilities. Like the more he's making her do, the more she's having these thoughts. Natter's over there. This fucking cardigan. Like he wants it all. You know, Dee Dee, like she's in it and she doesn't know how to get out of it. She got herself in it, and now she doesn't know how to get herself out. And Natter's over there with his thoughts of he's got as many delusions of grandeur as Foodie does. That's why they get along so well. They're very much alike. They live in the world of denial and delusion. And Dee Dee is just, she's tired. She feels like she's fighting alone and he's not there backing her up. And the end card is this. Look who he ends up with. You know what, Rowley? Can I offer a different point of view on that if you'd like to hear it? Because I saw the Bar Lounge videos. Can I offer a different point of view on those videos? Just something to think about. You're free to think how you like. Just something, a point of interest. So I saw those videos, and I don't mean to turn this into like an adult themed conversation, but we have to go there in order to explain things. So we'll just go there very briefly and then step out. Dee Dee and Natter have claimed that they're into BDSM. I saw the videos. I saw them a few times. The first time I watched one video, yes, it did look really, really bad. And then I watched it again very, very carefully, and I noticed details that, because of the shock, I didn't see the first time. Things that made me go, is this really what it is? Or is there something else here? To me, it looked like, okay, this is my perspective. My perspective. I think that they were doing some sort of scenario, and we're in a normal situation involving BDSM. One person takes one role, another person takes the other role, and they stay in those roles the whole time. Those two kept flipping back and forth. Like, she started off being more dominant and he was more submissive, and then about halfway through, they flipped it. They absolutely flipped it. And that's not a good thing to do in a situation like that. Like, that you don't flip halfway through. You shouldn't do that. She was a brat. Yeah, in that world, there is a classification of submissive called a brat. But even still, you have to have boundaries, and everything has to be agreed upon, and nobody's in real danger. So, like, halfway through their thing, they switched. The power switched the other way. Couple of things that made me go, when he, did this, she didn't react like, ow, like, she was just like, she said what he did. Who is going to get struck and then describe it? Nobody. And then when they were in the kitchen, you couldn't see what was going on camera. It was off camera, but it was almost like she was narrating the whole thing for whoever was watching. You're scared, but you're basically narrating a scene, like you're role playing. And then when she used the word father, and this happened a couple of times, he immediately stopped. He immediately stopped. I don't know for sure, but that's almost like a code word. That could be their stop word. Father. Their safe word, right? No. It's okay. You can bring it up. You can bring it up. It's on the table for discussion. So basically, in a nutshell, what you have are two people who are playing at being in the lifestyle, but they are not educated. They don't care about boundaries. They're just dabbling in it. Dabbling in anything is never good. It's never good. And it I've always got the sense that Dee Dee, she just likes to poke at Natter. Maybe she's wanting some sort of reaction out of him, but then when the reaction gets out of control, that's when she freaks out. But I think she likes to get him to a certain point. Like she just likes to test the boundaries. Yeah, very dangerous game. And you're right, they need to keep that off YouTube. There's a reason why scenes are private. Because even with people who are viewers, they should know what they're looking at and be able to consent or not consent. Putting it on YouTube, you're taking consent away from people. They're looking at something, they're thinking it's a certain way when it's another, and they're confused and they're stressed out. But that's what they did. I agree, Oranges. I agree. Do you think she regrets bringing him into her life? Oh, yeah. But she's stuck with him. She's stuck with him. If she wanted this, hey, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Isn't that what they say? Isn't that what they say? Okay, so as we did Dee Dee and Natter, is there anybody left? We did Pete, we did Natter and Dee Dee, we did Sala and Chantal. Anybody left? I think we covered everybody. Allah, I don't think it's Allah. I think Allah's gone. Honestly, I don't see him coming back. He made big claims on Chantal, and he's not going to do them. He knows people are going to call him out. I think he's gone. I think he played his part, and he's gone. Booger, you want me to do a reading on my cat, Booger? She's like, I'm a cat. What do I need a reading for? What does she need a reading for? She's like, look, I'm chilling. Yeah, Booger. Hi, honey. Does Chantal or James miss the cats? No, I don't need the cards for that. No, I don't think so. I don't think they miss them. And as far how do they feel? I don't need the cards for that. I imagine if the cats are in happy, healthy, clean homes with people that care about them, they feel 1,000% better. They probably feel 1,000% better. I mean, hello, DG. I mean, BBJ is already doing better. I've heard that she's gained a little bit of weight. There was a picture I saw on Twitter of her in her cat bed. She looked rested. She looked brushed. She looked fantastic. She looking like a whole different cat already. You're 40 minutes behind. I'm sorry. I think it's poetic justice that BBJ, she is well fed, well taken care of, healthy, has a home. She has all the things that Chantal doesn't have anymore. And where BBJ was forced to live in a dirty box, now Chantal's going to live in a dirty box in her own little hamster cage. I think that's poetic justice. That's karma at work. You're going to make your cats live in a dirty, filthy box and they can't leave? You deserve the same. SJM deleted his channel again. Oh, he just does that sometimes. It's poetic justice. She's going back to the vet on the 16th. Well, I will pray that she has great results. I will pray that there's nothing permanent going on with BBJ. That she heals up as much as she can, and what can't be healed can be managed with medication. She lives for many years doing SJM reading. I'm not so much into SJM. He's a hot mess. Yeah, I'm sure that FFG and Shannon had a good time together today. And the thing is, has Foodie been live yet? You know she's dying to rage. You know she's dying to rage about that. Oh, the dynamite's been lit. She's going to be raging later. She will be seething about that. We're not going to get like a halfway rage. We're going to get an all the way rage. All right, Grateful Life. Thank you for coming by, darling. Foodie Beauty time changes why she hasn't. I don't know about that. I mean, she keeps some weird hours. She keeps some really weird hours. I mean, she's up till 5 or 6 in the morning. Yes, payday. I can't wait for the rage either. It's going to be a great react. She Googles herself constantly. She does. You know what the funny part is about Foodie, y'all? She says that, oh, we're constantly harassing her. You guys see the React videos, right? And the live chats. You look at her VIP chat. Do you see any reaction channels in there bothering her? No. But yet when the reaction channels do their live chats, she's in the chats, lurking, and sometimes she'll say something. So who's harassing who? We don't go to your backyard and disturb your barbecue, but you make a point to wander and trespass into ours because you want to say something. And that's because she's reactionary. She needs something to react to. In a really weird way, she's turned into a reaction channel. She'll pick like 4 or 5 different reactors and talk about them constantly. But here's the stupid thing. She hates FFG, but hey, Foodie, you hate FFG, right? Guess what, stupid? Every time you talk about her, you're promoting her. Did you know that? Every time you talk about Perfectly Imperfect or Kaya or anybody, you're promoting that channel. You can't talk about somebody without promoting them. Dummy. Every single time you talk hateful about a channel, people who are curious are going to say, who is this person? And go check them out. And you're going to increase their sub count. Well done, Foodie. Well done. Well done. So every time you talk about somebody, you're promoting them. Hey, you, if you really hated them, you wouldn't talk about them. You talk about them, you're going to promote them. Did Salah's blonde friend hang those lights behind the blue couch? I don't know. It's getting hot in Kuwait. How hot? How hot is it? Yeah, take her own advice and not watch. But she has 2 oranges because she needs something to react to. She has nothing else to talk about. And she watches that clock. She's got to run up that meter. Got to make sure that her live stream is at least an hour long. So she's got to fill up the time talking about something. So talk about food. Talk about Howie. Talk about the reaction channels. What else? What else is there to talk about? Thought we were getting apartment tour bees. You know why it's probably taken so long for the apartment tour bees? Because they got to make sure that there's nothing in the footage that they're going to get busted. Foodie's got to make sure there's nothing in the footage that makes her look bad. Like the last time she did like an apartment tour, that we spotted stuff all over the place. So she's got to decorate the apartment, stage the apartment. Bet all that candy and cheese is gone already. DG, I can't get over 68 candy bars. Who needs 68 candy bars? Who? That's like going trick or treating and you got a whole pillowcase full of candy. Nobody needs 68. I don't even need 68 candy bars. I can't even imagine. Nobody needs that much. Why was this a prep for Ramadan? I'm going to say something. I don't know if it's pertinent to the situation. It's just a thought. Okay, I've been around people that have done chemicals, and the come down part, when they would run out of chemicals or trying to get off of chemicals, for some reason they would always crave sugar. And I think it's because if you do certain things, you're basically taxing your body. So what does the body use for fuel? It uses carbohydrates, it uses sugar. So if you're coming down from certain things, your body's going to say, hey, we're exhausted. We need some fuel to keep going. And sugar is very addictive. So since she cannot do other things, she's doing the one thing she can do. Right, DG. Hello, Kate. So if she can't do X, Y, and Z, but if she can do W, she's gonna have a lot of the W. That way, like she's keeping her mind off of the other things that she used to do that she can't do anymore. Right, Rally. So like it happened before when she went to Kuwait. Before that, she was doing a lot of stuff that in Kuwait she could only do the food, so she went overboard with the food. She gained a bunch of weight. And then when she went to Canada, she was like, wee, like with going to the outhouse again. Now she's back in Kuwait, and the only thing left is food. Chocolate is a strong rug. We'll call it a rug. Oops. Is she going to mukbang chocolate bars? If she does like a chocolate mukbang, that would be the dumbest thing ever because she's a diabetic. No, if you're a diabetic, you don't need to be eating all that chocolate. You can't cure diabetes. No, she's not cured. Definitely not. Booger. Booger. Hi, pretty girl. Yeah, there is no cure. She will be 600 pounds by then if she don't melt in the heat. And it won't take long either. A little interesting fact about chocolate for all the gentlemen in the audience, or even for the ladies. For those of you that are ladies, that you have your 30-day cycle time. I'm being nice talking about it. You know what I'm talking about. Do you know why you ladies crave chocolate during that time? And gentlemen, do you know why the ladies crave chocolate during that time? It's because in chocolate there is an ingredient that mimics estrogen. And you eat the chocolate and you feel better because during that cycle time, your body is without estrogen, and that's why we get cranky. So we crave the chocolate because there's an ingredient in it that mimics estrogen. So if she gets cranky, give her some chocolate. Yes, it's very harsh. Anyway, so it's been 3 hours and 33 minutes, and I haven't checked to see if there's anybody else or anybody doing a live right now. I've been in here for almost 4 hours. Is there anybody live right now? Any lives going on that I should know about? Okay. Yeah, time has flown by. Nobody's going live tonight? That is unusual. But then again, Foodie's not doing anything. The moment she goes live, it's popping off. It's popping off. That's why I'm like, like, let me do a tarot reading while nobody's doing anything. How is Gary doing? He's doing better. He's doing better. She tends to go live in the middle of the night. You want to know why? There's a reason why Foodie goes live late at night or middle of the night. You guys want to know why? Because she thinks that the reactors are asleep. So she'll go live, and as soon as she's done, she'll delete it, thinking nobody's going to get it. Somebody does get it, we'll react anyway. That's the true story. She waits till late at night because she's trying to avoid the most of us catching the live and recording it. She's basically trying to do the duck, dodge, and weave thing with us, the hide and seek thing. We catch her anyway. You're welcome, user. Right, Rally. Oh, what? What is this sorcery? Wait, stop. Everybody stop. Wait. Planters brand peanuts has a salted carrot. Oh. What is this sorcery? Flanders brand peanuts has a salted caramel flavor. Ooh, I'm going shopping. I'm going to get me some of those. I want some. Aw, booger. Look at that belly. Look at that belly, girl. Look at the belly. Hold on. Before we go, though, let me just show you booger. Here's the booger. Hi, honey. You want your brushing? See, she likes to be brushed. I'll tell you the funny thing about having an animal in being in Washington. I'm constantly getting shocked. Touching my cat, we constantly shock each other because of the cool, dry air. Hey, booger. Hey, booger. Yeah, static. $40 behind. But I have the cool, dry air up here. Like I go to Pet Booger, and half the time I'm getting shocked. Thank you, Rally Point. Brain fogging. You have to lock the door to brush your hair, or my cat runs to me to get brushed. Aw. See, they like the brushing. They want to play with the brush. They want to fight with the brush. It's not a bad thing. You're welcome, Lynn. She loves to be brushed. Yeah, because it's part of grooming. It feels good to them, especially during like the summertime or when they want to get that extra coat off. You're just helping them out. Bonus, that hair doesn't get on your furniture. You're helping them dispose of the extra hair. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go and get a couple of things done. It was nice spending time with you guys tonight. Had fun. So remember, Foodie's still very much in her bubble, but Sala he's gearing up to throw around his authority. Like right now, she's still like everything's great, everything's fine, everything is beautiful, but that bubble is not going to last long. She's gonna be like a stubborn mule, you know. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You know, he's going to be after her to work, and she's going to be stubborn and defiant, and I don't want to do this. But for now, she's still in that everything's cool right now phase. So just give it time. It'll break down soon. Well, thank you, Yarn. Let's just be patient for karma, y'all. Let's just be patient. This is not a situation where karma does like a knockout punch right away. No, she's running around Foodie doing small jabs, little jabs here and there. But those little jabs add up. It's like a domino effect. One domino drops, they all drop. Just about, it's a patience game. Right, Mosey. All right, I'm out. Y'all take care. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. Y'all have a good one. Bye now. Booger says bye too. Say bye, Booger.